Hey guys, we're back with another video, and today we got the ultimate race squad, a 2006 Suzuki LTR. And I'm just gonna tell you guys what we're gonna do with it, what our plans are for it. You can see it ain't the cleanest, but it's gonna look good at the end. So pretty much I'm gonna go over the plan. I'll just start from the back, and taillight is busted. We're gonna put a new one. It has a 6-pack rack. It has the Yoshimura RS5 exhaust. Stock width in the rear. I'm probably gonna do chain and sprocket on it. I ordered a new foam seat and a seat cover, so we're gonna do that. New foam, new seat cover, a blue one. These bars, I ordered new black netting for it. These are AC Racing Nerf bars, and we're gonna sand them and we're gonna paint them black again. It also has an FMF Powerbomb header. It has, the tuner is under here, an FI 2000. It has an AMP steering riser. I threw on this little gas cap breather hose. But yeah, it runs, it starts up, it runs. It's just, there's a leak. This guy way overfilled the oil. When I checked the oil was all the way to the top, like as soon as I undid this. So hopefully oil wasn't blowing out the seals and all the gaskets. I'm gonna need to take all this glue off, whatever's on here. I ordered a frame guard grip tape, because whenever people ride, the boots tend to scuff up these areas. If someone's riding with boots, you know, these areas get scuffed up. You can usually tell how hard something's been ridden when there's like a lot of just boot marks, like here, like you'll see them on dirt bikes a lot. But overall, it's clean. The tires are good. We're gonna paint the rims black. Nerf bars, we'll get a fresh paint black. The OEM graphics kit I ordered, so all I did to this was I washed it. You can tell it's been sitting in the sun, so I'm gonna show you guys how to just bring back the color too. We're gonna basically buff these plastics, and that'll be the first thing we do. So I'll show you how to buff the plastics, get the shine back. But yeah, it's gonna look good with new chain, sprocket, just black spray paint, the grip tape on the frame, just cleaned up, like the messy stuff, the fresh graphics, the seat cover, the light in the rear. But these Suzukis are sweet. Everyone loves how they look. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna tape up half the area, probably do a time lapse. I'm just gonna put a tape down the middle part, and I'm gonna buff one side, and we'll see the difference of how it looks, because you can see how faded it is. You can see where the stickers were. Oh, it's all shiny, but we're gonna bring back the shine, and I'll show you how to do it the right way. But yeah, these LTRs look mean. Let's get into buffing out these plastics and bringing them back to OEM look. All right, here we are. I got the half of it taped off on the LTR, the front plastics, and I'm gonna buff this half on the left, and we're just gonna leave this on the right and just compare it. So what you wanna use a wool pad. Do not use a foam buffing pad. The foam will create way too much heat. It's way too abrasive, and you'll end up just almost like burning and melting the plastic. So don't use foam, use wool. You wanna use wool. And then the next thing, for the polish, you wanna use a heavy cut. So right here, I have two. You wanna get the heaviest cut you have. So you wanna get something like this Pro Speed Compound. It says extra heavy cut. It's one of the higher numbers. This one is lower. You can see it's just in between light cut and heavy cut. It's an 83. So you wanna use a heavy cut, and you can just go ham on your buffer. Just make sure you don't create too much heat. As you're buffing, you want to feel the plastics. If it gets too hot, you could ruin it. It won't look as good. But with the wool, it's pretty safe, and with this heavy cut, you shouldn't have any problem. And then as you're buffing, just wipe away the excess. Just start out slow, do a little at a time, and it will look a lot better. We're gonna get started now, and you'll see as we go along, you'll see how it shines. Alright, I spent about 5 minutes just buffing it out, and once you're done, you could move up and use a lighter cut, you know, get more of a shine. But I'm just gonna stick to this Pro Speed compound. And then when you're done, you can put whatever special sprays you have, or like SC1. We have a spray that we like to make that gives it a nice shine, so just wipe it up. It's so much smoother. You can feel the oxidation is gone. So that's it, and then you can peel this off and you can see the difference. You can see how much shinier one end is. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better and a step in the right direction. So I'm gonna have to do the entire quad. It's gonna be a lot of work. For tighter to reach spots, you probably wanna get like a wool pad on a drill attachment, you know, so you can get into harder to reach spots, but it looks a lot better and it's a lot more reflective, and it just feels better. You don't feel this oxidation. So yeah, we're gonna do the whole quad, just have it ready for graphics, wait for some more parts to come in, do some more painting and maintenance, and yeah, it's gonna look good. All right, we're back and done with the plastics. We did as much as we could with buffing it with the wool pad. They turned out pretty good. Not perfect, not crazy shiny, but much better than before. You can actually see the reflection and the light shining off it. And once the graphics come in, it will cover some of it. So next, we're just gonna take off these Nerf bars. There's just 2 bolts there, and then I think a bolt connecting there. We're gonna sand them, paint them. I'm just gonna cut these nets off. We have new ones, and we'll take off the rims. We're gonna sand them all down, spray them black with the spray gun, and it should turn out nice. So we're gonna hop into that now. All right, we're ready to spray our rims and our Nerf bars. I sanded them all down with 600 grit. They're ready to be sprayed. So first thing, we're gonna clean them with this. Just make sure there's no dirt or dust or anything on them. And then we're gonna use a spray gun, and we're gonna try out this jet black paint. It's all ready to spray. We don't have to mix any reducer or lacquer thinner or anything in it. So just gonna put this directly in the gun. We're gonna do a few coats on the rims and Nerf bars, let it dry, and then we'll just throw on some clear coat to protect them. So I have them all ready. I'm gonna set this all up, and by the time we're done, we should see some nice rims and nice Nerf bars. All right, we're back. We got all the rims painted. They're all done. They're ready to be put on. The new nets came in for the Nerf bars, so these straps just go in like a helmet strap. Really easy. Came with some stickers. We'll probably throw them on the side. And then just these footrests go on top. Just 3 bolts holding it in after we put in the net. So we'll put on those footrests. and it's gonna look 100 times better just from this. So we're gonna jump into that. We're gonna get it all put together and we'll show you how it looks. We got the Nerf bars on and the rims on, and it's looking way better. So I ordered a new foam for the seat and it's coming in. We have the blue seat cover in. It's gonna look way better once the graphics go on. We also have a light bar we're gonna put on. It's this rough country light bar, so we'll put that up front. We'll do the chain and sprocket. I have a yellow chain and black sprocket coming in, so it's gonna look a lot better. But these new nets just really changed how it looks, because the old ones were like white and all discolored. But painting them and getting new nets completely changes the look, and it's gonna be sweet. So we're probably gonna do the chain and sprocket next, and we'll show you how that's done. Hey guys, we're ready to install our new sprockets and chain. So I think it's all original chain and sprocket on this LTR. So first thing before you do anything is take off these 10 mils with an impact gun while this chain is on and while your bike is on the ground. It will just reduce any impact when you're undoing them. You don't want to put strain on your transmission or something. So just keep the bike down. We'll undo those two 10 mils. I don't think this original chain has a master link, so we're just gonna grind it off. And then those are 14 mils to take off the rear sprocket, and then to adjust the chain it's 12 mil. So this kit does have a master link. It comes with these two sprockets. It's race driven. Seems like a pretty good brand. I've never used them. So we're gonna undo the 10 mils first. We're just gonna grind off the chain. We're gonna undo these 14 mils. We have to take off the tire so we can slide off the sprocket and slide on the new one. And then we'll adjust the chain. So we're gonna hop into that. Should be pretty quick, and we'll get it done. Teeth might be gone on this. Forgot to put a 6 mil Allen key behind, but alright, we're gonna have to remove this sprocket guard to get the sprocket off. So let's see how you let's see if we can do it now. No. Alright, with most ATVs, you usually don't have to take out the sprocket guard, but with this one, you had to. And basically, you want to put the top in and then just rotate it out, and it's finally out. So just put the top end in and it just like rotates in, you know. There, got it back on, back off. So time to throw in the new sprockets. Everything's off, tighten everything up. Just one thing to note when you put it on is that you see these tapered edges, and then on one side it's completely flat. You want the tapered edges to be facing that way. So we're gonna make sure we put on the sprocket like this, so the tapered faces that way. You'll see the lugs that go into it are tapered, so the sprocket has to go this way. All right, I got the chain on, and now we just have to break a link or a couple links because they come too long. Throw on the master link and it should be good. To adjust the chain, you take off these 4 bolts, 12 mils, you loosen them, and then you stick a screwdriver in between this hub, and there's gonna be like little holes in there. You stick it in and then you just rotate the tire. We don't have the tire on here, so we just rotated it from there. We rotated it forward and it brings the chain closer together. And then if you rotate it back, it tightens up the chain. So I positioned it perfectly to where we're gonna break this link right here, and then the master link will join perfectly. So we're gonna break this one and it should link perfectly. So let me mark it again. It's gonna be this one. Looks like it pushed it all the way through. There we go. Throw on our master link and it fits perfect. And then this, you want the opening always facing away from the rotation. So this chain is going that way. You want the opening facing away. You don't want the opening facing towards, because it could get caught on something. You just always want it facing away. So we'll go ahead and put that one on. First. And then there we go. So the chain's all on. It's a little loose, so what I'll do now is, these bolts are still loose. I'm gonna rotate this backwards. Let me stick the screwdriver in. And let me rotate it from the tire. That's pretty good right there. Yeah, it should loosen up too, so as we ride it. That's good for now, so we're just gonna tighten these bolts, put on the tire, and yeah, chain and sprocket is done. We got the front one on. I need to remember to tighten these bolts, but looks good. All right, we're ready to do the seat cover. The new foam came in, well, the used one. This was the old one that the dog chewed up, so we're done with that. This is the new one. I put it on the seat just with a couple staples to hold it. The new seat cover is here, and I'm gonna show you what we use that makes these seat covers a whole lot easier. So you want to get one of these. It's an Aero staple gun. It's pneumatic. It works off the air compressor. The nose is like an inch. It's way easier to get in hard to reach places with this. And you want to use these staples. Whatever size these are, the 3/8, the T50, 10 mil, use these ones. These actually grab, they go in deep enough. They don't go too deep to where they're poking through, or they're not too shallow. I've done so many seat covers with like this little thing, and this just makes it a pain. It never turns out good with these hand ones. They suck. Don't waste your time. This is like 20-30 bucks, and the staples are cheap too. Like, you can never get in the hard to reach places on some seats with this little thing. You can never press down good. But when you have this, hold it down, it shoots flush every time, and it will hold. Like, you just pop them in, no problem, into any angle. So grab yourself one of these if you're going to do a seat cover. Don't waste your time with these hand staplers. They're trash. So we are ready to put this seat cover on. We'll make sure it fits. You never know with these seat covers. They tend to make them like small or whatever. This should fit. Yeah, it covers everywhere. So everyone says line up the front and back. I'm just gonna do a couple here, 2 there, and then I make sure I'm straight. I'm gonna do a couple in the back. Not crazy tight, but just tight enough. Alright, I got a couple in the front and back, and then we're just gonna work our way. We're gonna make sure it's still center. If I pull on each end, oh yeah. I'm gonna do a couple right here on this corner. Let's see, so I'll do one right here. Yeah, feel like they made one side a little different. What? Yeah, it should look good. Pretty good fitment, just an eBay seat cover. Yeah, I like the general fitment of it. So all this will get ironed out as I pull more. I just wanted to see how it sits. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ham on the staples, pull it tight where it needs to be pulled. And this will be all done, and then we'll move on to some frame guards. All right, seat cover is on. It looks good. I'm happy with it. Turned out nice. Next, I'm gonna throw on these frame guard, like stickers almost. These were like $20. I've never put them on, but I know you can buy like plastics that like clip on the frame just to guard it, because when you ride with boots, you're always like rubbing up against the frame or the case or the clutch cover, and it gets all scuffed up. So I'm gonna throw these on each side. I'm just gonna clean this whole area with some brake cleaner or rubbing alcohol, just so the sticker sticks good. And we'll see how it looks. We'll see. Black I think should look good. I think it'll look nice. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, we got the LTR complete and it looks awesome. I really like how it turned out. This is our first LTR, and the graphics, they turned out nice. We added this light bar. We tapped it into the high beam. It looks way better with just stock graphics. Just got them from eBay. So I'm just gonna go over everything we did one more time. Like, just to completely transform your quad, it's like all the little things that count. So we replaced the tail light. It was broken. We buffed the plastics. We put new graphics. We bought new foam, new seat cover, the new sprocket and chain. That's all there. Painted the rims black. Painted the Nerf bars and bought new nets. Even little things like this fuse cover I bought for $20. It's the genuine Suzuki cover. Like, just, it looks bad when the fuses are all exposed, so I bought this. It was like 20 bucks. Bought these frame guards. I really like them. Then even a little accent like the fuel vent. This is a rough country light bar from eBay. It's like $60. Then you just buy some handlebar mounts. You put it in, and we usually tap it into the high beam or the low beam. So right here, you'll see it just turn on, and then even pop this off. There we go. So it gets a lot brighter with that. It's just way better when you're riding, and when you turn, you know, points right to where you're going. So that's tapped in. The light. What else did we do? Yeah, we just made sure all the fluids are good, did an oil change, put new grips, you know, some Pro Taper grips. And yeah, just cleaned it up. It looks good, and I can't wait to ride it. I've never tried the LTR. I heard they have the best handling out of all the 450 quads. The pros will literally switch the steering geometry to a LTR steering geometry. So I'm excited to ride this one. We did a new air filter too under the seat. And yeah, these graphics, they're from eBay too, from a guy from Argentina, I believe, and they're like $60. I would get him. He makes like stock graphics if you click on his page. And it's nice just using the stock graphics. It looks fresh. So we're gonna give this one last wash. It got dirty again working on it. One last wash and then spray it down, like shine it up, and yeah, it's ready to ride. But it's a sweet quad. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what other quads or bikes you want to see, and we'll try to get to it.